And he's gonna be singing Jesus and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm standing there with Ruthie Henshaw. And I leaned over to Ruthie and I went, Ruthie. She went, what? And this was we both just starting out in our careers and stuff. And I said, Jim, this is hysterical. And she said, Mom. I said, Darren Day's not the new host line. She went, why? How'd you know that? I said, and he's putting him as Jesus, and nobody's going to give a shit because he's not going to be like Jesus. So we both had a great laugh about it. That was one of the little good things, funny little things that happened. And but anyway, yeah. So that's how that all came about. Yeah.
You've never aged.
What?
You've never aged.
Jesus. Yeesh. You should see me in the morning when I get up. Like that bird, like Turner and Hooch. Who's Hooch? Yes.
Any word on San Diego yet?
About San Diego? Oh, no. Too far ahead. Again, I don't even know if I've probably been asked. We won't know that till later, much later. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Do you prefer being in the 20s, 30s, or 40s? I think you are.
You mean in the era or age? Age. I'm not one of those people who would say I want to go back to being 20 and what I know now, because I don't agree with. Part of being 20 and growing to your 30s is the whole process of learning and living. And we did things in our 20s and 30s that we could never do now. As much as we'd like to, we just couldn't. I'm quite happy being in the now, rather than living in the past or worrying about the future. And that's kind of the way, I don't know, Gavin, that I operate. I love doing that to him. Love it, because I know he's doing business, and I look over and he's just going like that, and he looks at me like, you have no clue what I was just talking about, do you? No, you don't. What did I say?
You were talking about living in the present.
And how does that work with the way that we work? Yeah, never looking back, always moving forward, and worrying about now rather than about what or what if. I just don't, and that's pretty much how I kind of live, isn't it? And sometimes he likes that, sometimes he doesn't, because it's like it's like a roller coaster. And he's going, ah! Stop! Yeah, that's what I like to do. Yes?
So therefore, do you feel like as you get older, you really don't care, and you just say it as it is, and you really don't...
It's not that I don't care.
No, not care, but I mean, like, I have hit an age where I'm happier now than I've ever been. So if there are people that have been sort of like along the way, I just think they've not made me feel good, so I've just moved away.
Oh yeah, I don't have negativity in my life.
No, that's what I mean. So
yeah.
I just think like that's that now. So I need to move and feel happier. And
I use a phrase that my mother says, and it's something that Scott thinks I'm too quick to do, but 90% of the time I'm usually right about getting the right feeling from people. Yeah. My instinct is pretty good, and if you're an asshole, you're an asshole. I can figure you out pretty quickly. If you're a good person, I can figure you out pretty quickly. And it takes Scott, he's a little more forgiving than I am, and in that aspect, I'll say to him on the way home from, let's say, a party we've gone to, and he'll be going, and I'm like, don't like him. And he'll go, I think you're being too judgmental. I'm like, nope. And then I explain to him why, and he goes, yeah, whatever. And 3 weeks later, he comes to me and goes, you know what, you were so right. They have totally been a jerk, and they're da-da-da-da-da. So I'm a really pretty good judge of character, and maybe that's because from the career that I've chosen, I'm good at, with scripts, I have to do the subtext, and this is all blah, blah, blah. The subtext and understanding why people are saying certain things. So when someone says something to me, I know what they're really saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you follow that? Like someone, you know, like if someone, oh my God, what have you done to your hair? Wow, it looks so different. You're telling me you don't like my hair, right? And it, just say it like it is. Yeah, so I guess yes.
Yeah, I do that.
Yes, I've also learned, and Scott knows this, rein it in.
Yeah.
Keep it shut. Because is it really worth, I was looking to think about it this way, is it really worth ruining somebody else's day
No,
by telling them the truth?
no. I just,
Because I'm going to have a brief moment in time with them. And, you know, honesty's a great thing, but, you know, there's sometimes you just got to, because I don't want to upset them. Because they don't know. Yes. Yes. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I think it's a great idea. I worked with Peter before. Peter was in Children of Earth, and I think it's really interesting. Him is a he, him is a high. No, him is a high. That's Bob Dylan. Who's that man? It's Bob Dylan. That is Bob Dylan, and his voice is like a cheese grater on my brain. You don't like Bob Dylan, if you listen to him, it's one of your favorite songs. Honest to God, that one. How was the he? That's Bob Dylan.
That's a 70s song. It was a one-hit wonder.
That's Bob Dylan, honey. Trust me, my instinct is right. Sing it.
Come up and see me, make me smile.
You told me it was! Steve Harley and... I hate it. Hate it. Anyway, it can be Bob Dylan, I hate it. Yeah, and then who else is... You like Tom Waits? Tom Waits I like Somewhere by Tom Waits, because I like the way he sings it, like, from the gut. Me, musically, I'm not fickle. I can have everything from Barbra Streisand, Celine Dion, all the way to Skrillex. On my, and I've got that. Some of you are going, Skrillex, who the hell's that? Or Chicane. I like country music. I love, because country music is generally the only music now you get a story, or you get, pop songs are good, because they're upbeat, and some of the lyrics are really great, but country music gives you more of a full story, you know. Like, you know, all of the songs that I've done in my concerts and on albums, that's the kind of music that I listen to. I'm not a big classical fan, because classical music stresses me out. Seriously. It does. I don't like opera. Yeah. I'm going to the store, I'm going to the store, I'm going to the store. Would you just go to the goddamn store? Really? Yeah, I don't... you know what? Why classical music stresses me out, and maybe some of you will understand this, because I'm musical, I hear everything there, so I can hear the fugues and the kind of... this is going to sound really weird, the cacophony of music together, and the dissonance and the harmonies, and it's very stressful for me when I hear all that. Whereas singing a One Direction song, it just goes. Don't stop One Direction. Yeah. I like Peter Grimes. Peter Grimes! Peter Grimes! Anyway. That's one of Scott's favorite operas. And he took me to see it, and I wanted to kill myself when I left it. That's all it's about, people going into the sea and drowning themselves. That's why we bought the house in Wales. Yeah. No, seriously! So I could drown them. We bought the house in Wales because I wanted to buy him his Peter... I wanted to buy him his Peter Grimes set. Sorry. Classical music. I wanted to buy him this Peter Grimes because when you look out of our window, of our house, the window in Wales, and it's a stormy day, it reminds me of the Peter Grimes vision of the woman going out and the fishing boats and all the boats passing, so I bought him his own Peter Grimes. So, yeah, and I'm still paying for it. Oh, almost time. Oh, anyone more? One more question. Yes? No? Yeah. What? Oh no, I'm getting over a chest infection. I just sang opera for you, for goodness sake. Ruth.
Have you bought any new cars recently, or maybe a plane?
He's desperate for a plane. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Scott doesn't have the same love of cars that I do, but I haven't. The most recent car purchase is I bought a Range Rover Evoque for Palm Springs, which I love zipping around in. It's like, what was it really? Isn't it? I bought my mom a car. Yeah. Because she said, John, now you know when we go back to, because they live in Palm Springs with us and they also live in Brookfield, Wisconsin, she said, you know, when I go back to Brookfield, I've got that Murano, and we've had it for about, and I went, what, do you want a new car? She went, I'd love to take my Mercedes to Brookfield, because I bought her a Mercedes. She's always wanted a Mercedes, so I bought her one. So she said, I'll take the Mercedes, but then I won't have a car in Palm Springs. And I just looked at her and went, how much is this going to cost me? So we bought her another car for Palm Springs, and she went and bought a red little SUV, and she's got all the gadgets in it, you know, vibrating seats. That's my mother. Yeah, no, Scott's got his pilot's license. We are yet to probably, well, hopefully when he gets more experienced. He had a bit of an incident, and I'm not going to buy him anything like that until I know he's not going to crash the damn thing. But when you land, you're supposed to, if you're going to take off again, you know, you're supposed to pull in the flaps to a different level from when you're landing. Technical. He forgot to pull them in, and he started taking off again, but the plane would not lift. It was going, and he got how many feet off the ground? 10, and was heading for 2 houses and a band of trees, and he couldn't. There was no way he was going to make it over the houses, and the houses are sitting like this. So what did he do? He turned the plane sideways and flew between them.